Welcome to the Urban Loft here at the Design House at Gallery Furniture. This Urban Loft has the feeling of a high-rise in downtown Houston, but it could also be New York or London or Paris. It's a very sophisticated look with the furnishings that go with that. I want you to come and see some of the beautiful things that are in here that are very affordable and also give you that sophisticated urban dwelling look. This is the entry hall into the Urban Loft. You're going to really enjoy appreciating why this feels so elegant when you step into it. It's not because we spent a lot of money. This is a dramatic look because we've taken this taupey brown color, but we've accented it with a real punch of the red carpet available here at Gallery Furniture. Then you have some beautiful accessories, overscaled art over this beautiful kind of Asian-inspired contemporary piece in the entryway. Notice the very dark floors. You might stay away from that if you were just picking and thinking, well, I don't want to feel it too oppressive, but that's where the drama comes in this space, and it's probably why it has that feeling that is attractive to someone who maybe is a little bit younger, but also someone who has reached a place in their life where they want a dramatic home to come home to. This Urban Loft gives you an idea of how your furniture might fit into a typically scaled room in an apartment, a loft, or maybe your house that you'd like to have a more urban feel in. This room is about 17 by 22. You can see that it functions as a dining room, a comfortable, luxurious living room, and all of the functions of the television, a wall full of windows, everything feels very spacious in this somewhat concise space. One of the things I want to point out about this particular room is it has this wonderful contemporary look. And you may think that's kind of hard to achieve for you, but it really is quite easy. The taupe color of these walls gives us a great background. Some people think that dark colors make a room close in. I think it's the opposite. Dark colors actually open a room up because you don't see the walls. What's interesting here is that I've created this sandy color behind me where the fireplace is. Now keep in mind, this is a faux fireplace with electric candles in it, really something any of us could do at home. And then we have the one light wall as an accent, and then the dark walls that form the background of this very contemporary room that then has light furnishings and a beautiful carpet, great dining room, living room. This is something that's pretty easy to achieve, and at Gallery Furniture, you could achieve it today. Some of the hundreds of design ideas you're going to see here at Gallery Furniture in the dining room of the Urban Contemporary Loft. Look at how sophisticated and yet young and kind of edgy this dining room is. Once again, don't just use the dining room once or twice a year. Let this be the table where the work projects get done, where you keep your laptop, stacks of books, set it for 2, set it for 4. Make it a place you use all the time. This is a very affordable set. It's beautifully done. I have 2 leaves in the table. It's set for 6. It could be set for 8. Or you could just take the leaves out and use this as a wonderful work table in your living space. The dark shade on the chandelier, this is another reason that this feels very contemporary. The taupe walls, the dark floor, the beautiful big piece of art behind me. That's what gives you the punch and the light to this really interesting, intriguing, and luxurious space. This is the master bedroom of the contemporary loft in the Idea House. It is filled with ideas because you see how luxurious it is. And that luxury really comes from the dark colors, the contrast of the beautiful dark floors, the dark walls, and then the great clean contemporary furniture that's available here at Gallery. Now this looks like a very expensive penthouse apartment, but the furniture is surprisingly affordable. Welcome to the Texas Hill Country right here in Gallery Furniture. When you step into this part of the Idea House, you're going to be transformed to the hill country of Texas. It's really a wonderful thing that happens here, but what I want you to notice is not so much that transformation, but I want you to see how you could do the same thing. It's about details. You're going to notice with this furniture that it has these wonderful details of spurs, and you feel really like you're living on the King Ranch. It's really a pretty exciting thing. We all start with a white sheetrock box. I mean, think about it. Our house is just white boxes, and we get to do whatever we want with it, but sometimes it seems overwhelming. Notice when you come into here, we're full of ideas. If you like that Western look, how to do that. We have a very simple plank paneling that we've added to the white sheetrock box. We put some beautiful plank floors. It's all simple. This is a rock wall that was added to the white sheetrock, and very simply, it's just a veneer and easy to do. Lots of ideas for you here at the Texas Hill Country part of the Idea House. So it's really great to see this wonderful, rich, textured look that we've created here in the Idea House for the Texas Hill Country. Look at this wonderful, really you might think of this as kind of a traditional sofa. It's got the damask fabrics and the fringes and things like that. Notice how it fits with this very rustic, handmade, old world looking table that's really very crude in comparison to how fine the sofa is. Once again, we've got a beautiful oriental rug on the carpet under this very rustic table, and then these comfortable chairs. It's really a great environment, but we've put it together so that you can see how these different divergent styles mix together to create your own ranch. Here in the Hill Country dining room, once again, we see scale at its best. We've got the beautiful view of the Hill Country out these windows, and then this great dining table with the hair on hide king and queen chairs, and then these beautiful, heavy, handcrafted chairs with leather seats. I want you to notice some of the details that make this feel like a rich and inviting room. One thing is the beautiful oriental rug. Sometimes we don't think about these classic oriental rugs as part of a Western themed room, but they really are. Also notice this great chandelier. Once again, scale matters. You got a big heavy table, we need a big heavy chandelier as well. This one is wonderful because it has the elk heads on it and horns. It really is a very masculine but wonderfully comfortable place to have Thanksgiving dinner. This is the master bedroom of the Hill Country experience here at Gallery Furniture. This bedroom is 14 by 17, which is pretty much what most of us have in an average size house. Notice how grand it feels and luxurious. It's about this furniture. In this space, we have a full-size, generous desk. We have this huge canopy bed, great triple dresser, a full 7-drawer dresser as well, a chair, an ottoman, a table, 4 lamps. This room is beautiful and luxurious because of the way it's furnished. All of this, of course, available here at Gallery Furniture. And even though it looks incredibly luxurious, you'd be surprised at what a value this beautiful furniture is. There's 100 designer tips at 100,000 square feet of space here at Gallery Furniture. One of those designer tips is the fact that typically when you buy a bedroom set, you get a triple dresser and a mirror. Don't feel like you have to put the mirror over the dresser. That's kind of a bonus when you get home. See if that mirror goes someplace else. It could go in your dining room over the buffet, or maybe, as in this room, I've put it over the desk. It expands the space and makes this really large bed seem to fit perfectly in this average space. Welcome to the Gallery Furniture Idea House. In this Idea House, we've tried to come up with as many different ways that you could see furnishings in your own home and in different styles. You're going to walk through this house and have 3 different experiences. So in the traditional living room, what I've done is created a room that is like a room you may have at home. This room is basically 20 by 15. Now that's a pretty average living room. Now in this living room, there's a lot of furniture, but it looks cozy and it looks relational. I feel that as a designer, my job is to create a stage set for relationships. So that's what I think about when I put a room together. How are you going to live in it? How are you going to act in it? How can you relate to people in this space? Now we've got sofas in here that are 50 inches deep. Now that is a big sofa. You know, sofas used to be about 36 inches deep. That was kind of our parents' sofas were 36 inches deep. Well, this is 50 inches deep. It's got lots of pillows. This is a sofa to take a Sunday afternoon nap on. It's a sofa to curl up and watch TV, to pull an Afghan over your lap and read a book. This is that kind of sofa. But then I also have two nice firm armchairs. Every room needs two firm armchairs because when you invite people in, those are the first chairs to go. People like to kind of sit up before they've sort of cozied up and become friends. They like to have a nice armchair to stand up on. This room is about form and function. It's beautiful, it's comfortable, but notice how well it functions. At the other end of the space, you still have a generous amount of room for a large size game table and some real comfy chairs. So you could sit and read a book, you could work, you could play, you could do all kinds of things at this wonderful game table with 4 comfortable wing chairs around it. And still, there's space for this wonderful big personal chaise lounge, which is a great place if you're just alone in this room and you can see all the way to the TV, you can see everything that's going on in the room, perfect light behind you. It's really a great place to read a book or to just enjoy the beauty of this space. We also have 2 large, overscaled glass cabinets that are really quite extravagant. And yet there's space in this normal-sized living room to hold all this great furniture. The greatest innovation to interior design in my entire career is flat screen TVs. I can't tell you how hard it was to arrange a room around a fireplace and a TV. Now we've combined both of them with a beautiful fireplace and the TV above, so you can have this wonderful relationship to the fireplace and the television. Of course, here at Gallery Furniture, it's really one-stop shopping because they have fabulous flat screen TVs, but it really makes a room. We're somehow drawn to the fireplace and to the television. You only get one chance to make a first impression, so the entry hall of your home is very important. So when you step in here at Gallery Furniture at the Idea House, you're going to see an entry hall the way it should be lived. It wouldn't be an idea house without technology. So come out to Gallery Furniture and see the Quebble home automation system. This system is so amazing. From one button, anywhere in the world, you can control your climate, your lighting, your audio, video, and your security system, all with one button. It's pretty amazing. Come and see it. This is the traditional bedroom here in the Idea House at Gallery Furniture. This bedroom is 12 by 17. I wanted you to have the real sense of your bedroom at home, and a 12-foot bedroom is pretty much minimum for a master bedroom. But in this 12-foot by 17-foot room, we have a king-size bed with 4 posters, a desk on one side, a full nightstand on the other, a double dresser behind me with a mirror, and a wonderful chair, table, and lamp to sit and read by. This room covers it all, and it's only 12 feet by 17. Okay, paint is a Saturday afternoon job, so be brave. Go ahead and do it. I mean, worst case scenario, you spend another Saturday afternoon and repaint it. But I think you're going to like the stronger color when you're finished, because when you finish with stronger colors, you have a real designer look. I'm here in the traditional dining room at the Idea House at Gallery Furniture. Lots of ideas in here. This room is 12 by 17. That's kind of everybody's dining room. And notice the way the scale of everything fits in here. This is a table that could easily accommodate 8. I have it set for 6. It has another leaf in it, which would also fit in this exact same room. It has a nice sideboard with a bar, a beautiful buffet, lots of pictures, lots of lamps, a nice big scale chandelier. That's another thing, common mistake. putting too small a chandelier. If you've got a 12-foot dining room, you might put this little bitty chandelier. Notice how this nice elongated chandelier sort of accentuates the size of the room. Once again, we have a nice strong color in this room. Notice the paint color. In a dining room, typically the fabrics you choose don't bring a lot of color to the room, so you really need to do it in the walls, and it's a great room to put some strong color in. People look better when they're sitting around a table in a room that has some color.